The topic of my today's talk is about water conservation. Water conservation encompasses the policies, strategies, and activities made to manage fresh water as a sustainable resource to protect the water environment and to meet current and future human demand. Population, household size, and growth and affluence all affect how much water is used. There are five categories about water conservation: social solutions, strategies, household applications, commercial applications, and agricultural applications. The time will not let me to talk about all these categories about water conservation that I mentioned. Because of lack of the time, I will just talk about the first category that I mentioned, which is social solution. Water conservation programs involved in social solution are typically initiated at the local level by either municipal water utilities or regional governments. One fundamental conservation goal is universal metering. The prevalence of residential water metering varies significantly worldwide. Recent studies have estimated that water supplies are metered in less than 60% of UK households and about 70% of urban Canadian homes. Although individual water meters have often been considered impractical in homes with private wells or in multifamily buildings, the UK Environment Protection Agency estimates that metering alone can reduce consumption by 20 to 40%. In addition to raising consumer awareness of their water use, metering is also an important way to identify and localize water leakage. Water metering will benefit society in the long run. It is proven that water metering increases the efficiency of the entire water system, as well as help unnecessary expenses for individuals for years to come. One would be unable to waste water unless they are willing to pay the extra charge. This way, the water department will be able to monitor water usage by public, domestic, and manufacturing services. Some researchers have suggested that water conservation efforts should be primarily directed at the farmers, in light of the fact that crop irrigation accounts for 70% of the world's freshwater use. The agricultural sector of most countries is important both economically and politically, and water subsidies are common. Conservation advocates have urged the removal of all subsidies to force farmers to grow more water-efficient crops and adopt less useful irrigation techniques. New technology poses a few new options for consumers. Features such as flush and half flush when using a toilet are trying to make a difference in water consumption in waste. Also available in our modern world is shower heads that help reduce wasting water. Old shower heads are said to use 5 to 10 gallons per minute. Let me remind you that 1 gallon is equal to 3.79 liters. All new fixtures available are said to use 2.5 gallons per minute and offer equal water coverage. This was short information about social solutions about water conservation. Now I want to tell you some facts and tips about water conservation. Point number 1. Of all the Earth's water, 97% is salt water found in oceans and seas. Only 1% of the Earth's water is available for drinking water. 2% is frozen. Point number 2. The human body is made of about 75% of water. Point number 3. A person can survive about a month without food, but only 5 to 7 days without water. Point number 4. Every day in Sweden we drink about 8 million gallons of water. Point number 5. A leaky faucet can waste 100 gallons a day. Point number 6. If every household in Sweden had a faucet that dripped once each second, 2 million gallons of water a day would leak away. Point number 7. An acre foot of water is about 326,000 gallons of water. Point number 8. It takes 3.3 acre-feet of water to grow enough food for an average family for a year. Point number 9. One flush of the toilet uses 6 gallons of water. Point number 10. An average family of 4 persons uses 881 gallons of water per week just by flushing the toilet. Avoid flushing the toilet unnecessarily. Dispose of tissues, insects, and other such waste in the trash rather than the toilet. Point number 11. The average 5-minute shower takes 15 to 25 gallons of water. Around 40 gallons are used in 10 minutes. Point number 12. Take short showers instead of baths. A full bath tube requires about 36 gallons of water. Point number 13. You use about 5 gallons of water if you leave the water running while brushing your teeth. Point number 14. An automatic dishwasher uses 9 to 12 gallons of water while hand washing dishes can use up to 20 gallons. Point number 15. Use a bowl of water to clean fruits and vegetables rather than running water over them. You can reuse these for your house plants. Point number 16. About 800,000 water wells are drilled each year in the world. Point number 17. A dairy cow must drink 4 gallons of water to produce 1 gallon of milk. Point number 18. 1 inch of rainfall drops are 7,000 gallons or nearly 30 tons of water. Thanks for your calm attention.